And he's also the head of the B.P.P.C. That's the Black Panther Party Cubs. Mr. Fred, timing is your time is impeccable. I don't get no warm-up time, huh? Right on, that's what it is, right on. Revolutionary appreciations and respect to everybody here. As our brothers pointed out, I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., the son of Chairman Fred Hampton, and also of Akua and Jerry. I'd like to say that I feel fortunate to have fallen from the tree of two freedom fighters. What I'm about to say may be already a foregone conclusion, but as Chairman Fred said, I do a lot of talking a lot of times because there are no foregone conclusions. Chairman Fred was the deputy chairman of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, the largest chapter of the Black Panther Party. He was assassinated, and I stress that term, assassinated by the federal government via the Chicago Police Department, December 4th, 1969, a day which we define as one of the most brutal acts of terrorism that occurred on U.S. soil, not police brutality, again, terrorism. It was not an isolated incident by the Chicago police. It was part of the ongoing COINTELPRO program that was instituted by the former director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover. Chairman Fred was 21 years old at the time of the assassination. My mother, comrade-to-be, was 18 years old, then Deborah Johnson. When I speak about what happened that night, I say as opposed to a doctor's stethoscope being placed on my mother's belly, the first piece of steel that I ever came into contact with was the Chicago Police Department's revolver being placed on my mother's 8.5 months pregnant belly. And when we talk about this, it would be ideal if we could talk about this in sort of nostalgic, abstract type of way. But the reality is we have to make the concrete, the tangible connection to the continuing counterinsurgency, the continuing attack that's being waged on our people, our movements, and our leadership in particular. As our brother pointed out earlier, I'm the chairman of an organization called the P.O.C.C. / the B.P.P.C, the Black Panther Party Cubs. We say it's a tough act to follow, but we try our best. A lot of the issues that the Black Panther Party was addressing, those issues are still issues that got to be addressed today. Issues such as that political prisoners, issues of police terrorism, which we say, again, referring to the police brutality as a euphemism. I'm a former political prisoner. I did living under 9 years in just about every concentration camp in the state of Illinois. Again, every concentration camp in the state of Illinois. Sometimes people take issue when I use that term. They say, well, it's kind of like sacrilegious to say that term in regards of what happened in Dachau, Auschwitz, Germany, so on and so forth. And when I say it, I say, well, in fact, when I speak about it, it's not from a book I read or Oz TV show I've seen, but that of the experience that I've and so many others subjected to in the state villas and Atticus, Folsom, and so many other places. We say, Minister U.B. Newton say that prison is a microcosm of the outside community. Again, prison is a microcosm of the outside community. We know that the United States government has put a lot of propaganda out here to make us believe that everyone who's held captive in those dungeons are getting 3 hot meals a day, and there's some sort of life of luxury, cable TV, so on and so forth. Nothing can be further from the truth. They are literally murdering brothers and sisters and babies inside those concentration camps. In fact, in regards to Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler said that his initial victims in the gas chambers was the ones who did not receive any mail. And with that being said, in Illinois, right now today, not in the 60s, not back in 1812, none of them, today, in Illinois, there are prisoners who have been dead over an excess of 15 years. But the government, the state still has them on count. What that means in layman's terms is that the state is still getting paid for these individuals under the impression that these people are still alive. The reason they're able to do this is because no accountability. We have a thing that we call the one prisoner, one contact. One prisoner, one contact. What that means is we want to try to form a umbilical cord type relationship from those who are held captive to the outside community. In other words, at any given time, not just during Black History Month, not just during election time, or not when it's just politically correct, at any given time, every individual on these streets should be able to give us an updated status check on Mumia Abu Jamal, on Sunday Adekota, on Rochelle C.Q. McGee, on your brother, on the sister down the street. In fact, we have to up the ante even on this definition of political prisoners. We understand this is a political economy similar to that of the era of chattel slavery. And that there is no war on drugs, there's no war on guns, there's no war on gangs. There's a war on the Black and other oppressed communities. And we say what Minister U.P. Newton said, that if we don't fight back, if we do not resist, it can be defined as nothing less than reactionary suicide. We must commit to never commit reactionary suicide. We must commit to what Malcolm X said, we have nothing to lose except our chains. And we have another slogan we put out, our call is free them all. A lot of people disagree with that position. They said, well, We don't think some people should be free because they did this crime, so on and so forth. We say if the American judicial system was interested in justice, people like George Bush and the rest of the American gangsters and banksters and Barack Obama, these criminals will be buried up under the penitentiary if this country was interested in stopping crime. So we're very clear that there is no war on crime, there's a war on the people. And we understand what the Sandinistas say in Latin America, that the will of the people is greater than the man's technology. Again, the will of the people is greater than man's technology. So with that being said, again, we want to make sure we, on behalf of the Prisoners of Conscience Committee, the Black Panther Party, cuz we here to express solidarity. We want to make sure that we send out a clarion call to free them all. We make sure, so we say it so loud that when we out Jamal hears in Pennsylvania, we won't say it so loud that Rochelle Secure McGee hears in California. We won't say it so loud that the C numbers in Illinois hear. We want to say it so loud that Sunday out at Cola Sekou Odinga hears. In fact, we will say it so loud that Assata Shakur, who's a political exile, that she hears it. And we want to say it so loud that it reverberates to the point that even after we gone, after our physical shells are gone, that it's a legacy for the demand of freedom, that it continues on and on, generation after generation. So with that being said, we say, what's our call?
Free them all!
What's our call?
Free them all!
What's our call?
Free them all!
All power.
All power.